Did you know that Argentina was once one of the richest countries on earth? Did you know it has produced not one, but two of the greatest footballers of all time? Or that the highest mountain outside Asia stands in Argentina? Or do you know that one of its rivers is so wide you can't even see the opposite bank? And despite being in South America, Argentina stretches so far south that it's one of the closest countries to Antarctica. Argentina is a land of unbelievable records, breathtaking landscapes, and surprising history. So today, we're going on a journey on this incredible country to discover Argentina facts that seem fake, but are completely true. At first glance, Argentina doesn't look enormous on a map, but appearances can be deceiving. Covering nearly 2.8 million square kilometers, Argentina is the 8th largest country on Earth and the 2nd largest country in South America, behind only Brazil. To put that into perspective, you could fit Texas and California inside Argentina and still have enough room left over to fit France nearly 3 more times. Stretching almost 3,700 kilometers from north to south, Argentina is longer than the distance between New York City and Los Angeles. And that incredible size is exactly what makes this country so fascinating. Over the next few minutes, we'll begin in the streets of Buenos Aires. Then we'll head west to the mighty Andes. From there, we'll visit one of the world's widest rivers. Then we will cross the endless Pampas, continue into the wild landscapes of Patagonia, where whales gather every year, travel to the icy gateway to Antarctica, and finally end our journey at one of the most spectacular waterfalls on Earth. So let's begin our journey in Buenos Aires, where football isn't just a sport, it's a way of life. Very few countries have shaped the beautiful game like Argentina. The national team has lifted the FIFA World Cup 3 times, first in 1978, again in 1986, and most recently in 2022. Now the big question is, can Argentina do it again in 2026? Let us know what you think in the comments, but trophies are only part of the story. Argentina gave the world 2 of the greatest footballers of all time, Diego Maradona and Lionel Messi. Football isn't just a sport here, it's part of Argentina's identity. From children playing in neighborhood streets to packed stadiums filled with singing fans, the game is woven into everyday life. But Argentina isn't only famous for football, it's also famous for the Andes Mountains. Stretching for roughly 5,300 kilometers, it's the longest continental mountain range on Earth. Hidden among these towering peaks stands Aconcagua, reaching an incredible 6,961 meters, or over 22,800 feet above sea level. That makes it the highest mountain in the Western Hemisphere, the Southern Hemisphere, and the tallest mountain anywhere outside Asia. To put that into perspective, Aconcagua is more than 2,000 meters taller than Europe's highest peak, Mont Blanc. Every year, thousands of climbers travel from around the world hoping to reach its summit. Unlike Mount Everest, climbing Aconcagua doesn't require technical ice climbing, but the thin air, freezing temperatures, and powerful winds still make it one of the toughest high-altitude climbs on Earth. The Andes don't just create spectacular scenery. They shape Argentina's weather, feed its rivers, and help create the fertile plains that have supported millions of people for generations. One of those rivers becomes so enormous that many visitors mistake it for the sea. The Paraná and Uruguay rivers join together to form the Rio de la Plata. Although its name means River of Silver, it's so wide that calling it a river almost feels wrong. Near its mouth, the Rio de la Plata stretches to nearly 220 kilometers across. For comparison, that's wider than the distance between London and Birmingham, and more than 4 times wider than the English Channel at its narrowest point. On many days, if you're standing on one shore, you can't even see the other side. This enormous estuary separates Argentina from neighboring Uruguay and serves as the gateway to Buenos Aires, one of South America's busiest ports. For centuries, ships loaded with grain, beef, and other goods have sailed through these waters to markets around the world. Those same rivers also nourish one of the most fertile regions on the planet, the Pampas. These endless grasslands are the heart of Argentina's agriculture. With a population of only around 47 million people, Argentina produces enough food to feed hundreds of millions. The Pampas alone cover an area larger than Germany. Rich soils, abundant freshwater, and favorable weather allow farmers to grow enormous quantities of soybeans, wheat, corn, and sunflower seeds. Argentina is also one of the world's largest exporters of beef. In some years, the country has nearly as many cattle as people. It's no coincidence that this fertile landscape helped transform Argentina into one of the wealthiest nations in the world during the early 20th century. Yeah, you heard it right. Just over a century ago, Argentina was one of the richest countries on Earth. Around the early 1900s, Argentina ranked among the 10 richest countries in the world in terms of GDP per person. At one point, it was wealthier than Italy, Spain, and even Japan. Millions of immigrants crossed the Atlantic hoping to build a better life, especially in Buenos Aires, which quickly became one of the world's fastest-growing cities. Its fertile pampas produced enormous amounts of wheat and beef that were exported around the world, earning Argentina the nickname the granary of the world. But decades of political instability, economic mismanagement, debt crises, and repeated recessions gradually changed the country's fortunes. Today, Argentina is better known for its economic struggles than its prosperity. Now, as you continue south, Argentina begins to feel like several different countries stitched together. In the far north, hot subtropical forests thrive where temperatures can climb above 40 degrees Celsius. Travel farther south, and those jungles give way to the endless Pampas. Head farther south still, and green landscapes slowly transform into the cold, windswept wilderness of Patagonia. Eventually, glaciers begin to appear, and beyond them lies Tierra del Fuego, the southern tip of the country. Few nations on Earth experience such dramatic changes in climate. From tropical forests and fertile grasslands to deserts, glaciers, and snow-covered mountains, Argentina has almost every major climate within a single country. And Patagonia isn't just famous for its landscapes. It's also one of the best places on Earth to watch whales. Every year between June and December, thousands of southern right whales arrive along the coast of the Valdez Peninsula to mate and give birth. Many swim so close to shore that visitors can watch them without even boarding a boat. It's one of the few places in the world where seeing whales from land is almost guaranteed during the season. But whales aren't the only wildlife found here. The peninsula is also home to elephant seals, sea lions, penguins, orcas, and hundreds of species of birds. In fact, the killer whales here have developed one of the most extraordinary hunting techniques ever recorded. Instead of attacking in deep water, they intentionally beach themselves to catch young sea lions before sliding back into the ocean. It's a behavior seen in only a handful of places anywhere on Earth. Continue even farther south, and you'll eventually reach Tierra del Fuego, often called the end of the world. Beyond these islands lies the Drake Passage, one of the roughest stretches of ocean on the planet. Cross it, and you'll arrive in Antarctica. Because of its location, Argentina serves as one of the world's main gateways to the frozen continent. Every year, most Antarctic expedition cruises depart from the city of Ushuaia, making it the southernmost major city on Earth and the starting point for thousands of polar explorers. But before ending our journey, let's travel almost 4,000 kilometers back to Argentina's tropical northeast. Here, hidden within dense rainforest along the border with Brazil, lies one of the greatest waterfalls on the planet, Iguazú. Falls aren't just a single waterfall. They're made up of approximately 275 individual cascades spread across nearly 2.7 kilometers. To understand just how enormous that is, Niagara Falls is only about 1.2 kilometers wide. That means Iguazú is more than twice as wide. The most famous section is known as Devil's Throat, where millions of liters of water plunge more than 80 meters into a cloud of mist every second. The roar can be heard from kilometers away. Surrounded by lush rainforest filled with toucans, monkeys, butterflies, and jaguars, the falls are recognized as one of the new 7 wonders of nature, from one of the world's highest mountains to one of the world's widest rivers, from endless fertile plains and legendary footballers to whales, glaciers, and one of Earth's greatest waterfalls, country full of surprises. And that's exactly what makes it one of the most fascinating places on Earth. Anyway, if you enjoyed these incredible facts about Argentina, you'll probably enjoy our video on how the Mississippi River made United States superpower. Tap on screen, and I'll see you there.